listening to Home Sweet Home on Jaffrey Radio. You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jaffrey Radio.
This is Jaffrey Radio. This is Jaffrey Radio. Jaffrey Radio, Jaffrey Radio.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jaffrey Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jaffrey Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be
This is Jaffrey Radio.
come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
You're listening to Home
This is
Sweet
Jaffrey
Home
Radio.
on Jaffrey Radio. You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jaffrey Radio.
Oh, hello, our cherished viewers. This is Home Sweet Home program for you. Yes, we are on. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning into Jaffrey Radio Home Sweet Home program. As I always say, we have only one agenda, one motive, one goal, that every family enjoyed their second heaven on earth. Yes. So if you want to enjoy your marriage like you will enjoy heaven, don't hesitate to tune into Jaffrey Radio Home Sweet Home program.
This is Jaffrey Radio.
Get a lot of love. Right. We want to thank you for your usual support. Yes, always tuning into Jaffrey Radio. We do appreciate you so much. Thank you so very much. What we want you to do right now is just share the link with your friends and loved ones and let them be part with
This is Jaffrey
wonderful
Radio.
discussion that we're going to do today. Right. So before I go, let me do some short advert, okay? And then we continue. Jaffrey Radio has an app, right? We have app. So just go to, I'm just giving you straight, go to Google Store or Google Play. If you use Android phone, go to Google Play or Play Store, all right, and download Jaffrey Radio. When you download, you will see the icon on your phone or your computer. Just click and it's done. Okay, you can watch us, but it's only the radio. You cannot see the pictures. If you want to see the pictures, go to our social media handles. We are everywhere: Twitter, Instagram.
Jaffrey Radio app.
It's out.
It's easy.
Yeah, and you
Download
meet us
from-
there. You find us there. All right. Yeah, the advert is on the screen. So if you are watching from the YouTube or any social media handle, you can see that.
This is Jaffrey
Wow.
Radio.
All right. Thank you so very much. Let's move straight to Frankello Foods, right? It's Ghana #1 nutritious food. So if you want to enjoy the very best of Ghanaian foods, I have tasted their Tom Brown, and Charlie, it's not easy.
This is Jaffrey Radio.
Very delicious. Okay, so now it's on sale. If you want bulk purchases, just call Jaffrey Radio and we will give you, right? And also you can Also check from Amazing Grace shop and you can get one for yourself. Just try and see. I have tried the Tom Brown. The others I haven't tried yet. But just as the Tom Brown is very sweet, I think the other ones will be even more delicious than that. So please do well to contact Jeffrey Radio if you want bulk purchase. And if you want to buy one to test, just contact Amazing Grace shop and you'll get one. All right. Thank you. Let's go straight to our educational institution. Yes, we have school, English school in Chiba Prefecture called Joy. As I said, it's in Chiba Prefecture. All right. So if you want your child to speak very, very good English, just contact Mr. Kobayashi. Mr. Kobayashi. They have 2 locations, right? 2 locations. One is at Nodashi, Shimizu. Nodashi, Shimizu. When we say Nodashi, it means Noda City, Shimizu. And you can contact Mr. Kobayashi on 047 100 0032. 047 100 0032. And the second location is at Kashiwashi, Matsubacho. Kashiwashi, Matsubacho means Kashiwa City, Matsubacho. Right. So, Kashiwashi, Matsubacho, you can get them on this line 047 151 5909. 047 151 5909. They operate from Mondays to Saturdays and it's after school. So the time is 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you are a worker and you want to learn English, you can still join them after work and you will never regret, because by the end of the course, you will speak like a native English speaker. Okay, right. So contact Mr. Kobayashi. The language will not be a barrier because he is bilingual. He speaks Japanese and also English language. So please hurry up and join them. All right, let's go to COP Japan and Women's Ministry. Hey, this coming Tuesday, it's Butu Butu Butu.
This is Jafric Radio.
So wherever you are, if you are a woman, or male or female, all of us, all of you can join us. Yes, our mama, the International Women's Director, the whole Church of Pentecost International Women's Director is coming to give us a very lovely education that you need, I need. Okay, so let's join them on coming Tuesday, right, at 8:30 p.m. Japan time to 10 p.m. on Zoom. All right. I think most of you know the Zoom number. And if you don't know, it's on the screen, 544-3327-334. All right. So you can join us on this number. Please join and be blessed. Okay. Thank you so very much. So now, come to studio. We are here with our wonderful panelists. All right. I call them wonderful because there are loads of wisdom that you need to tap. All right. Okay. So let me have an honor to introduce to you our very best, Mr. Fred Jeche. Mr. Fred, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, good morning, however you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here too.
Thank you so much. We are glad to have you. Right. And I call her woman of wisdom. And you know it. Is in a person of Dickness, Mrs. Naomi Asare Zotto. She is the National Women's Ministry Leader, Japan, COP. Mama, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right. I know today you have a lot for us. Last week, Mr. Jesse did his best, but we did it in a local dialect. So now today, he said he wants to pour out a lot. So just wherever you are, just relax, okay? Today, you will get loads of it because
This is Jafric Radio.
that are here with me today. When we finish, you will testify. All right. So the topic that we are going to treat today, or we are going to discuss, is humility. We did it last week. Humility. Sometimes we mix up humility and submission. Right. So today we're going to look into it and see what humility is and what submission is. And the two of them is very, very needed in our relationships and marriage. So we're going to talk about it. So Mr. Jechi said to me that it's always ladies first, so I shouldn't change the narration. All right, so I'm not going to change the narration. So Mama is here. Mama, can you give us a little, sorry. Sorry. A little of your understanding on humility and submission in marriage. Humility and submission. Okay, first you can define what humility is in your own understanding.
Well,
Yeah.
I could say humility means putting the needs of another person before yours.
Okay.
Yes. Trying to put the needs of either your husband or your wife needs before yours.
Okay.
And if you want a loving and long lasting relationship, you need to be humble. You have to sacrifice your needs to meet that of your partner's needs.
Okay.
First ahead of yours. In my small way, that is what I could say humility is.
Oh, wow. Please, other people's need or your husband's or your wife needs ahead of yours is humility. Oh, wow. Mr. Fred? Yeah. Can I hear from you? Because the other time you explained it in, I want that same explanation. All right.
Well, I think humility is, I mean, just as she said, not considering yourself above other people.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, not considering yourself important or more than what you're supposed to do. Yeah, just being humble in all situations is humility.
Being humble in all situations.
Not consider yourself as better than other people.
That's right. Not considering yourself better.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's true.
because everybody has something to offer.
Exactly.
And that's humility.
Viewers, do you see what I'm talking about? Yes. Not consider yourself better than others. Right? So everyone is very important. Your wife that you think she's ugly, even her ugly has something special. Yeah, so don't just say, oh yeah, why do you don't think. It is there for a reason. Okay? So humility, they have given us what we need to know. Yeah. Placing yourself, not yourself above others. Yeah. But you see others equal or even more important than yours. Right. Thank you so very much. And for example, last time I asked if I have a job or I am somebody in a higher status and my partner doesn't. Doesn't mean that I cannot be humble because I have the higher status in the house.
Well, that should even make you more humble. Yes, because the person that we are emulating, he is the greatest, the creator, the I am that I am.
Okay.
But even he humbled himself to the lowest to be sacrificed on the cross. So even the higher you go, the more humble you
should be.
Yeah. So that one should even give you the edge to be more humble.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mr. Fred.
Yeah, what she's saying is right, but it's Christianly. That is.
Yeah. So just bring the different perspective.
All together. If you senior somebody by status, as you said, of course, before you get a person be submissive to your orders, you've got to humble yourself before he can take your instructions.
This is Jafric Radio.
You don't have to feel you're better than him because you're in a higher status. Status is something that you can acquire.
That's right.
Yes, but humility has to do with character. Yeah, so if you are in a higher position, before you can get your subordinates or somebody below you to follow your instructions or work under your command, you need to humble yourself. That's your character. That means you have to let your character show to the person that you are a humble person. And by that, they will follow your...
All right.
Yes, they will go by your...
Let me come to this. I will not say this because people will come and beat me here, so I will keep it. There is a certain tribe, people see them as arrogant because when you marry from that, if you are a woman, once it's said, woman be submissive, anything that you are even saying, you need to be very careful because they think that they are the heads of the family. They are the boss. So when they speak, you don't have to talk. When they talk, you don't have to talk back. Right. So if you I don't think that one is true, that it's because of the lineage or the tribe that they come from that has given them that ego to do those kind of things. But if
This
you
is Jafric
find
Radio.
yourself in a marriage like that where your husband is so bossy, I am the head of the family, what would you do as a woman to help maintain the peace and order in that house?
Well, every man loves a woman who is respectful.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be able to do that, I think you need to respect, to show respect. Yes, showing respect brings a man to the level that you want, or a man how you want him to be. Yeah. So men really love respect.
Right.
So if you respect him as the head of you, as the person in charge, or as the person in authority,
Yeah.
that one, you get his attention, you get his love.
All
But
right.
this humility or submission we are talking about, it doesn't mean you should use your voice.
Mm.
Everything that you have to say, you have to do it in a respectful manner.
Okay.
Yes, being humble is not slavery.
Mm.
Yes, you need to be respectful, respect the authority that you are under, and that respect will bring the love that you want.
That respect. All right. Mr. Fred, do you have anything to say? Today we are going in, hand in hand, because
if you happen to be with a husband who is arrogant or bossy or whatever, yes, you've got to respect him. Because because the condition and the situation in which you are demands that you be submissive.
To be submissive.
Yes, that is the one thing. But being submissive, like the deaconess said, does not mean slavery.
Okay.
So you don't have to shut up and always say yes. Of course, you can come in, but know the right time and be respectful to your husband.
Okay.
Yeah, because we men, of course, we want our wives to be submissive.
Mm.
At the same time, too, we want them to be to voice out,
Right.
you know, to be people who can correct our mistakes and, you know,
Mm.
guide us through. So,
Mm.
yes, if you have such a person, the only thing is one, respect the situation or his status as a husband in the house.
Mm.
Then you always try to respectfully put your ideas or your demands or your thoughts before him.
Mm.
I think if you do that, he will definitely listen to you.
Right. So
This is
the
Jafric
headship
Radio.
doesn't mean that you are the Superman in the house. Headship. I just want us to,
Well, I don't know.
Discuss
I don't know
about
how
it.
You would explain the word
Mm.
Superman. I wouldn't say that,
mm,
but when you look at the Christian way,
Okay.
the man is supposed to be the head of the house.
okay.
It doesn't mean the man should be the authoritarian person or yes, that's not what it means. But
Mm.
being the head means, of course, he has to be the one responsible to hold the family together
Okay.
and to lead it to where it's supposed to
That's
be.
right.
So this is what he's talking about, being the head.
Mm.
Yes, and being a leader or being a head is somebody who can motivate the family. That means bring the whole family together to let even your child, your wife, and everybody feel secured
That's right.
in the family. So that's what it should mean.
Mm.
And that's my understanding.
Very, very. I perfectly agree with you, Mama Naomi. do you?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's true because it's not maybe we feel how headship means to be authority.
Yeah.
those kind of
Because I have heard someone saying that I am the man of this house. So when I talk, you don't need to. I'm talking and you are talking back. Yeah, and I was watching them. So, wow.
you are the shepherd of the house
Mm.
to protect, to provide the security of the household
Mm.
that everybody needs are met.
That's right.
Yes, so that is the authority that you are given,
Mm.
the head,
Mm.
that everybody is comfortable.
That's right.
Yeah, so if you become that one, the bossy type, authoritative,
Yeah.
means
You rather
you've
scatter
lost-
the people.
Exactly. It means that the headship, there is a problem that you need to fix it so that it will not even spread your family apart. Right. Okay. So if you happens as a head of the family and also maybe holding the higher position in the society, and I asked this question last week, you are so humble to the point that you help your wife in the kitchen or the household chores, and a family member of you saw that and they got offended. If you are in that position, what would you do? Or what would you say? That the family will not see your wife as maybe bewitching you because, those things are happening. The wife has bewitched him and he has subjected him to like a domestic worker in the house. If you find yourself in that position, what would you do to let the family understand you as a man and also understand the position of your wife?
Just to open the person's eyes to the ignorance. The person is ignorant about that.
Okay.
So it is now your duty to open the person's eyes to it that maybe what he or she is thinking is rather the ignorance. A person who is really a leader should lead by example.
That's
So
right.
if you see that you just take the person out of his or her ignorance.
Mm.
That's all. You don't have to fight it or argue it or whatsoever. Just bring the person out of the darkness to the light.
Wow. Mr. Fred, what do you want to say? How do you bring the person? Explain.
I mean, that's what she said. You need to educate the person.
All right.
Of knowledge by people
The
perish.
person saying whatever about the family doesn't understand the situation.
Okay.
So, of course, that person needs to be educated. You need to educate the person.
Mm.
Yes, that this is the situation. Yes, that's why she's saying take the person out of the ignorance.
Mm.
That's
Part
it.
of my house, so you've seen something. I have
Yeah.
to lighten you up while you saw that thing, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
That,
And
that,
it shouldn't bother the family because we've said it several times.
yeah, and it's keep on happening. That's why I'm asking this.
Well, it-
Yeah,
it will
especially in Africa.
It will still go on unless we educate ourselves.
It's not
Mm.
in Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
It's not. This place rather is more stronger.
Yes, very.
Oh, really?
Of
Yes,
course.
intense.
Like family interfering.
Yes.
They oh.
Yes, they are first.
Because I think this place, they feel that the woman does everything in the house. The man is the breadwinner or
The
something like
breadwinner.
that.
Only what
Okay.
man does at home is just working. Get up and go and work.
And
And you see, it has sort of germinated even in the younger roots.
Yeah.
That
Mm.
even the young girls marrying, what they know is the husband should get up and work.
Yeah.
So even
Okay.
whatever the woman is at home, she can decide not even to sleep with you in the same room, but at the time of you getting up and going to work, she'll come and wake you up. Get up and go to work is time.
Oh, okay.
So, like what she's saying, I mean, the intensity of that kind of attitude. Yes,
Hmm.
it's ugly here, even then.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you need to go through.
Thank you for enlightening me. Because I know that as for here, it's something.
No.
Oh.
Somehow ours is better. Yeah, so we need to educate ourselves.
Mm.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, and like the Bible have said it, if we should go the Christian way, a woman or a man would leave his family.
Yeah, and yeah, that's
So
right.
Once you are united with your wife, your husband, you become a family, and always try to prevent outside influence. So people will look at what you are doing, they will talk about it. They might not have the understanding, just to pop their nose inside. So you being the leader, you should make every effort to try to protect your family, to educate
Right.
and keep those people out of the ignorance, like
Great.
Dickness was saying.
Yeah, Dickness, thank you. And Mr. Fred, thank you so much. And in case your husband who's supposed to address this issue ignore them, as a woman, what would you do?
That maybe the people
To
want
educate,
confront you.
not confronting you, but they are not happy. They are talking about it, and your husband who's supposed to educate them for them to know or understand, just ignore them, doesn't want to talk about it. And as a woman, what would you do? For at some point that, let's say your in-laws were not happy and you could see that they are not happy, but your husband doesn't talk about it, doesn't educate them, what would you do as a woman?
Well, my input would be first, if you, the woman, seeing your husband ignoring them, first look at your husband's attitude and talk with your husband and understand your husband why he is ignoring them.
Okay.
If no specific reason, follow your husband, you to ignore them.
Okay.
This is simple. So let your husband talk to him and have the understanding why they have to be ignored. Just follow your husband, be with your husband and be united.
Right.
Unless they do things to hurt you physically, then you can ask your husband to interrupt
Okay.
and to protect you. Don't take the decision and go to your in-laws or confront them straight away. That would rather escalate the whole issue within the family. So my input is, if you see your husband ignoring them,
follow your husband, talk to your husband. If still he ignores them, you to ignore them
That's
like your
right.
husband is doing.
Yeah.
And be with your husband in phone. That's all.
This is where the humility and also
Yes.
respect comes
Yes,
in.
you don't have to
Very,
agitate the whole
very
situation.
well.
I really 100% agree with Uncle Fred, and it's not only on this issue, any other issue, any other issue that maybe your husband is in the knowledge of, but maybe how you feel he should react is not reacting. Patient. Yes, because sometimes most we women, you see, we are the how will I say it? Men think through.
Yeah.
Think through every situation before they act, but we
This is
women we are
Jeffrey
not
Gray.
like
As
that.
soon as it comes, we just want to fix it.
Yes, and
Yeah,
we
that's true.
really easily jump into conclusion, and which most of the time it doesn't help us. Because if I use myself as an example, recently there were some issues, and like my husband is aware of it, all right, but he's not saying anything. So I was like, what is going on? So I really wanted to act, but I gave it a second thought.
But you know that he's a quiet type.
I
So
did,
when he's
and in fact, I really always thank God that, in fact, I didn't act, because how he was
This is
putting
Jeffrey
things
Radio.
in place to address that issue was the best. I would have destroyed everything totally. So it's not only in that situation, any other situation, women, we need to be more patient and follow their leadership. Yeah, just trust that if you give them that respect that they are the head, you trust their headship, we should follow them. Yes, we should follow them with submission, in love, with our prayers, and we'll see wonders. Yes, they are really, maybe sometimes you tell your husband something, he didn't say anything, he didn't talk about it, don't draw conclusion that he didn't hear you. He heard it. He is working on how best he will come out, or the best answer or the best solution to bring out. So most of the time we need time.
but let me draw
This
the
is
attention
Jeffrey
of the
Radio.
DJ. I don't know. I have so many messages that they cannot hear. Is that okay right now? Okay, thank you. Mama, please go ahead.
Yeah. So as I was saying, maybe you tell your husband something and he didn't respond, or you didn't get any answer. It doesn't mean that he didn't hear or he's not doing anything about it. He's really thinking through, trying to come out with the best solution to address the issue you've put before him. So most of the time, men, I feel that is how they are also. They think through things before they do it.
They do it.
Because of the authority nature that they've naturally nature that they have. They always want to do things. I don't know how to put it.
In order.
Yeah, or
And accordingly.
to show they are in authority, something like that. Yeah, so just jumping into conclusion or doing something out of impulse, most of the time, men, it is not in their nature. Yeah, it is not in their nature. So wives, I think we need patience, we need humility, we need respect to follow our husband's authority in the house. We need to trust that and pray through that the responsibilities that they've given them, they'll be able to discharge it to the betterment of the family.
Great. Right. Thank you so very much, Mr. Fred and Mama Naomi. Do you think that someone can learn humility?
Yes.
Yeah, because he said it's a character.
It's a character.
Okay.
That you
So if you were not born with it, or if you're not nurtured through the family ethics or whatever, of course it can become an artwork. That is, you can study from your relationships or your friends, whatever. You know, yes, you can adopt it. So it's you can learn it.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying this is that naturally we had some people who have that character in them. They are humble. No matter height they will go, they will still submit. They will still go down to the level that I mean, you cannot even imagine. Yeah. And there are some others who have not even reached quarter of it, but they are the ones that, yes.
Yeah, like we're saying, it's character. Don't forget that when you say it's character, that means it has to do with your wisdom and your intelligence. So the character displays these two things.
Okay.
You get my point.
Very
So
well.
yes, if you were born naturally, that means that's how your instincts are. So your wisdom and the application of it, which is your intelligence. So the character, being humble, displays what you are. You know, so it has to do with something. Yeah, it has to do with your character, and yeah, I believe a lot of people are of that nature. Yeah.
All right. So let me ask this question. If someone has a very, like, let's say a somebody who is outspoken, yeah, does it mean that the person is not humble?
I think you should come out with the question clear. Outspoken.
Yeah, like let me say outspoken. They are not. Let me just say this. People see those who are quiet type, oh, I am not going to talk about it. Even if they are in pain, even if they have to address the issue, they don't. So people see them as, oh, she's humble, oh, they don't talk. But those that are outspoken, let's say extrovert type of people, they think that they are the worst. They don't humble themselves.
Oh, okay.
They are not humble.
Okay.
Especially it happens even in our churches. For those who like stand out and see things when things are not maybe putting in a proper position, those that tries to speak about it, they all see that person, tag that person as arrogant, but not humble. Yeah, so in situation like this, it doesn't mean that if you are quiet or if you are outspoken, are you arrogant?
I don't think so. Outspoken is different from an arrogant.
Okay,
You see, and humility is also another thing.
that's right.
You can humble yourself. Maybe you have humbled yourself to a certain point, but still you know what you are thinking of an idea or what you know about what you are saying. For you, it's the best solution or the good way to go. But people are not heeding to it. In this case, you can begin, sort of continue to sort of put your ideas through. People will look at you as maybe becoming overreacting. You see, so that doesn't mean you are not humble.
Good.
It doesn't mean you are extrovert. They are two separate issues. See, so it depends on the subject, or it depends on the idea, or it depends on the situation that you sort of portray yourself as being too much in a situation. Yeah, this is what people should look at first. Yeah, maybe if talk about an issue for over time, and it's not being, you're not seeing a solution.
Okay.
So you need to come out and let people know that yes, this is what you think can be done to help solve a situation. So I think it's two separate things. But extrovert is completely a different issue altogether.
Yeah, thank you for explaining this. Mommy, do you want to add something to it?
Yeah, I think he has said it. And most of the time, to maybe knowing when and how to talk also is another contributing factor to say whether this person is humble or not. And the selection of your tone and those kind of things. Yes, you can be outspoken, but you can do it in a humble way, using wisdom.
Okay.
Yes, using wisdom and respect. Yeah.
Respect,
so yeah.
yes.
So it depends on how you say it, when you say it, and how you say it. Yeah.
Right. A lot of people also tag those. That's the correct word that you use is a higher tone. Yeah, higher tone speakers. That they are very bossy, they are very proud and arrogant. That one, is it true?
Well, you see, how do you call it? Those can be attributes of a boastful person or boastful attitude. Because when you're boastful, you always want to show off some things about you or something that people don't know. So it will come to a time you might have to raise your voice out, just to say your idea or have your thoughts go through. That's also another issue.
Another issue.
Yeah. You see, that also another issue. But it doesn't mean that somebody humbling himself will not, of course, do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so bring up somebody who is humbling himself will not do that. All right. Okay. It means that if somebody humbling himself will not do that, means then those that are having a higher tone are arrogant. They are not humble.
Higher tone, that means that's the pitch of the voice you're talking about, or having a higher tone above the congregation.
The pitch of the voice. Like some people are naturally, they don't know how to, they see things and say it as it is.
Higher tone can be a reflection of overdue, what do you call it, emotional feeling. That is, for example, I wanted to say something, I've been patient over time. Then I want to jump. Why this, why that? I've been humble for over time. So it comes out. It can be a reflection of what has been compounded in me for some time.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Not that.
Okay. But then give us more explanation about how.
For example, like somebody with that higher tone. Let me make this for example. I want you to put this chair here, and that. Hey, put this chair here. But the other one will say, oh, can you put this chair here?
The first one is ordering. That's authoritative.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, it's not a higher tone, it's authoritative. You are ordering the person to do it. That means you are forcing the person to submit. That's not it.
Okay.
So for me, I won't call that a higher tone.
Okay.
It's just ordering. You get the point.
I got your
So I won't say that is a higher tone.
It's higher tone.
First, my understanding was maybe somebody jumping out of his voice or trying to.
I had one situation that person was so. It's still anytime he wanted to talk about it, he feels some sort of pain.
This is Jaffrick Radio.
In him.
So like it's a suppressed emotion.
That, for example, the person is sitting on a chair and someone that he respected so much came in and said, get up. And he called another person to come and sit down.
Those are ordering.
Yeah. So that person has become so embittered that at least he should show him some respect.
Yes. Do you know that?
And the person also talks that he has like a higher tone. So he's a higher tone speaker, or she is a higher tone speaker. So what the person is even saying, high pitched, let's say, he doesn't even remember.
So it means that person is proud, because humility also means admitting our mistakes and making amends.
Yes.
We should know that we are not always right. Yes, everybody has weakness.
That's right.
Everybody, we need to value everybody. We need to accept our mistake.
That's right.
So if you are a person who finds it difficult to accept your mistake, you are proud.
And humility is the opposite.
Yes.
Opposite of
and
proud.
Even if you are somebody who wants others to serve you, you are proud. A leader,
just explain more.
A leader should always be ready to serve and not to be served.
Good.
So if you are, maybe for example, I am the national women's leader and I go to a place and they didn't serve me or they didn't recognize me and I get embittered, I am proud.
Okay.
Yes, I am proud. I rather should serve, not others to serve
To
me.
serve you.
Yes, if they serve me, it is a plus. If they don't serve me, I have to go down and serve. Yeah, so if you are maybe you are in a higher position or something like that, and you feel you are not served or something like that, you get angry, you are proud. So there are little things we don't take into consideration, but it counts.
It counts.
A leader, you have more responsibility than the people you are serving. Yes, so when we talk of the humility we are talking about, it's not only one party.
Yeah.
It is the two of them. I, as a wife, I should have the mind to serve. As the husband, he also should have the mind to serve.
Right.
If we all have that mind, we will not have problems. I am ready to serve. He is ready to serve. So what is the big deal? Yeah.
Right. Right. I am ready to serve.
Yeah.
You are ready to serve. There wouldn't be a problem at all. Right. Very soon we will go on break. Right. And then we will come back with more. Right. I'm loving this conversation. Yes. A lot of things are coming. Yeah, that we need to know. And as you are hearing us, all right, there are certain things that you need to do to, spice up your marriage. Yeah, so if you are like, hey, I am the boss of this house, and there are some fathers, when they enter the house, all the kids has to be quiet. Those that has to run to bed, others do have to run. Yeah, they have to.
All those are myths that we have been taught that the man should be fearful, but that is not it. When I was growing up, if my father travels, we are so happy, but unfortunately when my father travels, it's only one day. Yes, maybe the longest is overnight.
What?
My father loves the wife so much that he doesn't want to miss her any.
That's right.
Yes, and with the children too, he's that kind of bossy type. And when he is at home, we are not free, but he always wants to be at home. And the opposite rather happens. When my mother travels, he can take 1 week, 3 days, and leave us in the hands of this man. And everybody is like this, shivering like that. No, it's a myth. Yes, it's a myth that fathers have to be fearful. No, please, no, that is not it.
Yeah,
That is
especially we don't understand them. They might also have their reasons of doing that.
Wow, but I
to protect them.
protect. Hey,
But overprotective, right?
You have to. It's natural.
really?
Yeah, I believe the kind of spirit God.
That
God has
men should be
given me.
fearful,
We're
fathers should
not
be fearful.
but it's the kind of something that you see it in the family.
Well,
We're not fearful, but of course, you have to respect your father. It comes naturally. You won't do anything to hurt any of the family members, but you see that they are giving you some kind of respect, kind of humility going on there. So for me, my understanding is maybe that is how God has made men.
wow.
But fathers
Yeah.
are the ones that punishes us so much when we misbehave.
Punishment is not supposed to hurt you. He punishes to discipline you.
This is Jafric
And
Radio.
only fathers should punish. Then they become the monsters in the house.
Of course, they are the leaders of the house, and they have the security of the house. So, in a way of disciplining you, some people will use
This is
that kind of
Jafric Radio.
spanking and all those kind of things.
So please, then don't be fighting with the women over the love of the children, because
No,
when
it
it is Mother's
doesn't mean
Day.
they fight with their wives.
No,
No, they don't.
what I mean is, you see that there is a conflict that children love their mothers more than their
That's
fathers.
also natural.
It's also natural.
Yes.
Wow.
It's also natural.
Really?
Oh, yes. You see, we should understand how God has made both the man and the woman. Children going their mother's way is natural. And fathers, you see, no matter how children walk their mother's way, when the child needs security, the first person he looks at is the father.
Yeah.
You can examine this in your own family.
That one there, you are right,
See,
because there are
security, financially, educationally, whatever. When the child needs security, The mother is there, but you still look at the father. So imagine somebody looking at the father or the mother for security. Naturally, you have to bow to the person. You respect the person. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of natural for the father to be kind of a monster in the house. Or of course, he does. He does, like you were saying, when your father travels, you're happy. Does he hurt you when he's there? He doesn't, right?
No, but you are not free to express yourself.
And sometimes they hurt us.
Yes.
Well,
Of course.
that's what I'm saying. He
I have
does that.
received one slap from up to now. Sometimes I remember
Look,
it was so severe.
he does that to discipline you.
Yeah.
Maybe you did something that wasn't right with him.
Yeah,
You see,
true.
so that was probably a way that he used to discipline
But
you.
I have to discipline in love. Fathers, please discipline in
Don't do
love.
that in hate. Spanking doesn't mean he hates you. No.
Really?
Yes, it doesn't mean he hates you.
I've already
Maybe-
defended me.
Maybe you see, you are a child. Maybe after talking to you over time, you're still doing the same thing. Sometimes you have to bring in some kind of physical hurt.
Really?
Or yes, to let you know that what you are doing, Daddy has been saying for some time.
But maybe sometimes I feel
But of
it's
course, the love is
overreacting.
there.
It's overreaction because I remember one
Sometimes.
beating.
Wow.
After that beating, I will not forget because under normal circumstances, if Daddy was to say, "Oh, this thing you've put there, pick it up, don't do it again," it would have been better. But the kind of this thing that I
The slap
received,
that you.
that's like now, anytime it's like a video.
But after that, what did he do? He showed him love.
No.
And it doesn't mean he wasn't humble. It doesn't mean he wasn't humble.
No, doesn't mean that. Yeah, that was the next question I wanted to
It doesn't mean he wasn't humble.
That is not harmful because if he was so humble, he would have been humble. I mean, just
What? Corrected.
Yeah, because you know that every child has a peculiar way of upbringing.
Yeah.
As young as let me say 2 years, when my son was 2 years, he did something and I wanted to discipline him. He said, "Mommy, please, just do it this way. Talk to me, and I will understand. Please don't beat me." When the boy said that, 2 years, when he said that, I've never forgotten that. He said, "You should please talk to me slowly, and I will understand. I will understand. Please don't beat me." I was
And
like,
I would say it's the upbringing of especially
Yes.
the Japanese
Education.
system of educating these kids.
Yes.
I think
no, but
today
that time,
we were talking
that time we were
about
not
it.
in Japan.
Oh, okay, in Ghana.
Yeah, we were not.
Yeah, but
we
still,
were not in Japan.
Probably you were in the city. You had education, your parents didn't have it. So you got to know certain things your parents didn't know. So your child got to learn from you that there could be a more humble way of disciplining children than spanking. So he got the idea that he should let mom know that I already know that spanking
It's-
will rather hurt me.
Yeah.
So
It will not
that's
do
what I'm
me
saying.
any
Yes,
good.
that's what we're saying is the education that yes, that was given from the
And
beginning.
also, as I said from the beginning, every child has a way of upbringing. Some children are the hard way. Some children are every child. Because I remember when I gave birth to him during the naming ceremony, that was what I was told. That anytime I want to discipline him, I should talk to him as an adult.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
but I forgot that until the child
Prompted you.
after 2 years. And still I forgot. Recently I was prompted again.
Right.
Then I came into the realization that it is true that everybody was created unique.